Hello everyone, my name is Will. I'm a local music teacher. I teach voice, piano, flute, euphonium, music theory, ear training, and composition. And here I am to give you your tip for this week. Alright, so when we're talking singing, we have our voice. We have the ability to make our sound different, even if we're singing the same note. So what I'm talking to you today about is the 3 different kind of sounds that we can use as vocalists to make our song sound interesting. The most commonly used is bright sound. That's where we're going to take our sound and bring it forward in our mouth to make it project as much as possible. So, without further ado, let's sing our favorite bedtime song, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Let's do it with a bright sound. So what I'm doing is I'm supporting here in the diaphragm. I'm going to open up real big in the back of my mouth like a grapefruit, and I'm going to bring the sound forward, almost as if it was coming and resonating on my teeth. Ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. That tends to be the sound most voice teachers go after. That's also the sound that's used the most for classical singing. If you're going to be doing opera, if you're going to be doing stage work, if you're going to be doing even some pop music really, it's very, very bright. That's where you get that sound. Almost think like it's resonating and piercing through the music. Alright, the second sound, which is the second one we use the most, is called dark or covered. This is when we take the sound and we kind of put it further back in our throat. Not like we're swallowing it, but far enough back that it almost sounds deeper, even though it's the same notes. So, the dark version of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now, it makes me sound like I'm a giant or this big, huge creature singing. But what it's really doing is if you're not feeling well or if you're having a vocal issue, putting cover on it will protect your vocal cords. Covering is used commonly when we sing very, very high, actually, so that we don't strain the vocal cords. It's also used for a lot of your jazz, or not jazz, a lot of your like blues. It's used frequently enough in R&B. Basically anything where you want that like darker huh kind of sound as opposed to ha kind of sound. Same notes, just different placement. The very last one is used the least. I've only actually heard it used in indie. It's used in folk, kinda in country, not really. It's called dull. I've heard it used in jazz a few times too. Basically, it's somewhere in between. This is where you're not going to really over-support the sound or use a vibrato of any kind. It's kind of in between. Basically, the note just kind of sits there, kind of like this. So ready? So this is the dull version of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. It's a very minor difference. But again, I'm not bringing it forward, so you're not getting twinkle, twinkle, and you're not getting dark, twinkle, twinkle. You're getting just dull, twinkle, twinkle. Alright, I know it's a very, very strange thing to hear, but there you go. So that's the 3 different ways to place your sound to make different types of sound singing the same notes. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. Make sure to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Bye.